Hello everyone. Well, for today's video I thought I would clean up this old bottle that I found. It was among a whole group of Mountain Dew bottles. This one seemed to be the oldest one in the group. I thought it was interesting. It has the old Mountain Dew logo on it. It says Yahoo Mountain Dew. I don't ever remember that being one of their slogans, so I know that it's probably a bottle from the 70s maybe. I don't know that it's any older than that. But if you know, leave a comment and tell me about what time period you think this bottle comes from. I know it comes from a time when they still did recycling of glass bottles, because you can see this worn ring around here from many, many uses of rubbing against other glass bottles and wearing away the smoothness of the glass. So I'm going to put this towel down underneath it, since I'm going to be using water to kind of clean up the dirt on it. Okay. Speaking of water, there it is right there. I'm going to move it a little bit further off the camera. And I have some of my old trusty brushes that I use. We'll see how well they work. And I have a washcloth here and a little bottle brush, but I don't think it's going to be big enough to really be very effective, but we'll see. So first of all, let's just see how much of this dirt will come off with just a brush and water. It's like creating a little window. You can see it's also very dirty on the inside, so we'll probably have to do something about that as well. I used to be a very big drinker of Mountain Dew. I was in my 20s and 30s. I drank quite a bit of it to keep myself awake while I did freelance work. I got something off there. That's a start at least. Because when my children were very small, my wife had a full-time job. So I would stay home with the children during the day. And then after she would come home, you would have family time, and then supper, and then usually around 10 o'clock I would start working on my freelance work. And I would do that till about 2 or 3 in the morning. That's when I was the most productive. So that means I drank lots of highly caffeinated beverages. And Mountain Dew was my favorite. I would say I drank at least a liter of it a day, if not more, probably more. But I would say at least a liter, maybe a liter and a half of Mountain Dew every day. But I didn't like coffee. I did like Coke. But I came to appreciate the flavor of Mountain Dew and the large amount of caffeine that it provided my system. But those days are done. I now do not drink any caffeine. After having a few kidney stones, and I kind of started working myself off of it. And so my body got used to not having nearly as much. And one day I decided, I haven't had a Mountain Dew in a long time. So I got a bottle of it, sat down and started working. And my heart started absolutely racing. Very, very, very quickly. And it completely freaked me out. I had no idea what it was. I'm pacing around, not too much, trying to keep my activity low, but still being worried. And then seeing the half-empty bottle of Mountain Dew on my desk and going, duh, you haven't consumed that much caffeine in quite a while. So that was the last time that I had caffeine. And pretty much just started drinking water. For the vast majority of things that I would drink. But I still like the flavor of Mountain Dew. I guess I haven't had it in forever, so what I remember, I still like it. This white part looks pretty stained. It's interesting. the soil and the place this came from is very, very orangey red. This color here. It's very clay-like. Well, it is clay. Soil. And it definitely stains. You'll see a lot of the buildings in that area where the rain has splashed the mud up onto the side of the brick. You will see staining around the edges of the buildings. It's very hard to get off. Some people actually use a brick that is closer to this color to kind of mitigate that on their buildings. See if we use a brush like this, if it does anything. Nope. Looks like it's pretty permanently on there, at least if you're just using water. So it looks like the outside of the glass part cleaned up pretty well. Obviously still some stains here from the mud. But let's see if we can get some of this out of the inside of the bottle. So let's use our little wire brush and see what happens. There's some of that dirt right there. I'm going to put this over it because I can tell it's spraying a lot of dirt everywhere. So that's not the best visual, but well, you can see it cleaned down this far into the bottle. I wonder if we can get some liquid in here and start washing it out. But that may be better done over a sink than here in my desk. I think that would be a bit messy. Seems to be losing some of the bristles on the brush. Kind of looks like pepper or some kind of spice. So it's just some dirt. Looks like some plant matter, some leaves and stuff are in there. But I don't think we're gonna get this red stuff off. Maybe if you put it in the dishwasher or something, some sort of detergent. Wash it a little bit more. But it also adds some little bit of a patina to it, a little bit of age. As you can tell, this bottle's been around for a while. And that's not a bad thing. So let me move this towel a little bit, since this dirt is bothering me. So we'll fold it up here. Sounds pretty much the same all the way down. Not much difference there. I think this little hole right here is interesting. I'm assuming it has something to do with either the manufacturing of the bottle and it's the only one of them on here. I don't think it's an imperfection. It looks pretty symmetrical. So maybe it was also something where it helped with moving it along the conveyor belt as it was filled or cleaned or something. So, it'd be interesting to see if there were other bottles of this same time period that also had this little notch and what it was used for. So, there you have it, a slightly cleaner Mountain Dew bottle. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it was relaxing. And I will see you in my next video. Please subscribe and check out all my other videos that I've made. Thanks.